Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sports fans everywhere, and most importantly, war rumors. I'd like to lock you into the war room on a very special week for all sports fans out there. So, new little intro just to get us in the mood. That is right. I am your host, Obi, and I am coach of the One Last Fight or Flight, of course, in ode to a couple of great roosters running around for the last time. Tonight, this is the War Room's team reveal. And, of course, I'm joined, you might see his name there, the 2024 Supercoach champion, Emperor of the Seas, the mad scientist of Supercoach and coach of the GNU Force. Jay, are you ready for the Supercoach Super Bowl, baby? It's coming.
I'm vibing, bro. I'm vibing. Not gonna lie.
What a game yesterday.
Oh,
Going to OT.
stop it.
Unbelievable.
Goat's gonna do what Goat's gonna do. That's what I'm saying. Is this the intro for the NFL?
NFL on Fox, I do believe that is the intro for. But
Great.
on Super Bowl week, obviously such an amazing game. I thought it's the only right way to start the War Rooms episode tonight. And mate, what an episode we do have. Of course, shout out to all of those people out there joining us on Facebook Live. Join on to the NRL Supercoach War Room. Obviously, and we are, for the first time, coming to you live on YouTube as well. Look, we've got a late entrance into the War Room. He knows the codes. He snuck himself in. Let's add him in there. Gilbags, have we got you, mate?
Can you hear me?
You're in. You're live. We've got you in.
Crazy.
Live at the start, mate. You missed the debrief, but we're ready to go.
That's all right.
The
I'm sure.
NFL is
And we hear you've got a pretty good team name. So I was just saying, thanking the War Roomers for joining us live. Why don't you reveal your team name to us for 2024?
I know Sags put pressure on me here. It is actually Matai Ma'aponga, which I've stolen the Tongan team name, changed one letter, but it translates to die for Ponga in Tongan. So I thought that was pretty good.
All right.
I'm going to throw this out here just for the team.
Throw it out, baby.
It's a good name. It's a good name. I don't want to say anything against the name. You just have to talk to your boy Sag about hyping the shit up out of things, because I'm not going to lie, I expected like the greatest name in the world. And although it's a good name,
I think Sag liked it. Sag liked it that it's actually in Tongan. So I think I'm the only one with a Tongan team name. So
well, you are a couple of tacos. Which I don't know what taco even means, but Conrad Harrell says it all the time, and he's my G. So
I think it means brother.
Connie's my brother. I had him in from the start back in the day, baby. Look, absolutely bumper episode of the War Room tonight. Which episode isn't? But we are doing our pre-trial team reveal. So, as we all know, in the Supercoach world, a lot's going to change. We will get some, unfortunately, touch on wood injuries during the trials, but it's also going to tell us, what players are playing in what position. So teams are going to change a lot from now up until Team List Tuesday, with Team List Tuesday obviously being such a big part of Supercoach. And this year we get two. So 2 games on Sunday, I do believe. Is it the 3rd or the 4th of March? One at 12:30, one at 2:30. Looking forward to that. Sput, we thought we'd come to you with our team reveal. And just before I get into your strategy and how you're going to handle 2 Team List Tuesdays, one Jay Strasberg and Kyle Gillespie, I feel like everything is right in the NRL world, because once again, the Brisbane Broncos are the shame of the league, bringing the game into disrepute. I mean,
giving rugby league a black eye every off season, every pre-season, every during the season.
This is why we can't have nice things. Why would we send a second-rate team with awful culture over when we're on the world stage? I just don't get it.
I mean, if they're going to do the Vegas lifestyle, they have been doing it, so I'll give it to them. They're playing
My
up in
favorite
Vegas already.
part about the whole thing is I only listened to the first couple of questions, but the first couple of questions the reporter gave Reynolds and Kerrigan today was you would have thought that they were Matt Lodge in the stuff that he did, the way that he was talking to him. Like, he was just like, do you guys realize how bad the look was the game what you guys did is?
Totally on
Were
that
you
report
drunk?
side.
Were you drunk at the time? And he's like, well, I clearly need to go home. Like, yeah.
No, I think that's why he was mad. He was getting kicked out because he was sober.
Yeah, well, the best part is it's like there's 5 seconds of footage just replayed 10 times in every package. So
Yeah.
like
It doesn't show much.
seconds of footage.
Doesn't show much for that wrestling coach, but
Yeah, not bad.
Look,
But,
all I can say is I don't want to see double standards. Obviously, Albert Kelly, Payne Haas suspended for at least one game. I'd like to see Paddy Carrigan and Adam Reynolds out of round 1. Happy for them to play round 2, but just
I
get
think
them
Carrigan
round
all the
one.
way out till Origin. Once Origin comes around, Carrigan can come back. And then,
Yeah, rest him up. That'll make him
Yeah.
nice. But moving on from the shame of the league, we won't give them any more airtime, those dirty Bronx. But look, absolutely love it. We can see the comments coming through thick and fast on the Facebook Live. If you love your YouTube, then you can obviously lock yourself into the War Room there. We'll give you our league code as well to get into the War Rooms League. Obviously, no groups this year, so it's just league, and that's our overall league, which, of course, we will do doing a prize for. We're giving away an Oberg Cup spot tonight. And maybe a couple of invitational spots. See how Jay's feeling. Normally pretty generous. Jay, you big news today. Big news in the NRL world. And it's game. You want to run us through Strasbourg's Fast Five of what is happening in the NRL and the Supercoach community, mate?
Fast Five is good tonight because I scrapped the Fast Five I did have. Boring news about Stefiano has a release clause if they don't make finals this year, stuff like that. Gone. It's all
Really?
team list related tonight. Yeah, he actually does. If they don't make finals, he can leave the club. Reckons he won't.
I didn't see that.
Sorry.
Chooks need to replace the old Warhorse, so I'll take him.
They got money in the cap.
Well, we
Everyone's
got
leaving.
heat. Right.
Everyone's leaving. Oh,
Notes and notes in the old Uncle Nick's coffers. So
They lost
bring it on.
that Sakula Fafita last year, so there's a good $2 million in the cap now to go.
Drew Clutchinson has just
Drew
gone to the
Clutchinson.
Bulldogs. They got a couple of millies.
Bulldogs
there.
have 0 cap room left at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, first one, Storm versus Dogs. Puppy named fullback in the trials. Yet again, guys, it's just trials, blah, 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 all that crap. Puppy named fullback in the
It's all
trials.
on at the moment. Love a fucking trial. Bring it on. Footy's back, baby.
Rossi, just calm the fuck down. Let everyone get excited about team lists, mate. You can just don't have to tell everyone it's a trial. We know. Just settle down.
what is it? Oh, I thought it was round 1. My bad. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying.
Puppy fullback. How excited does this get you? Do you think he's goal kicking? Does it give him a chance? If he plays well on the weekend in the trials, will you guys consider it?
There will be unparalleled hype in the Supercoach community if Puppy goes out there, kicks goals 1, and scores a couple of tries 2.
And it's all coming from this guy right here.
Preseason hype. If it happens, it's a nice story. Love to see one of the nice guys in the NRL back. And I just hope he gets through the preseason. I'd be keen to see the little zipper and see if he hasn't lost any speed.
One for you, Gilly. Lorero named lock in the trial. Rumors are he's going to move to lock and Bloor will start second row. If that's confirmed at 450-ish thousand, is Bloor coming to your calculation?
No, I'll probably pass on Blue, I think, round 1. But unless he kills it, scores a hat-trick, love me trial form, so he didn't.
All right. It's just a trial, by the way. Clutchinson wins the halfback spot by the looks of it. He's starting halfback over Sexy Sex in the trial. I'm not sure what he's priced. I haven't looked at him, but is there any interest that you...
I want to go out on a limb and say 345. We'll confirm for the Clutchinson.
He's got him in your team, you know.
But you can get him in your centers. You can get him in your centers.
Jewel, bruh. There's not too many halfback center jewels, so...
354 900. Lock him in, boys.
Mate, I'm definitely considering Clutchinson.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Clutch
starting
is
halfback.
on board with it.
Yes, he's back, baby. Big
He's
Jude.
back.
The
I don't need
Hellman, they call
anything.
him.
Oh, settle down. I don't need anything from you guys for this one, but Sam Hughes is named starting prop over Liam Knight in the trial. Obviously, everyone's probably going to be on him. Knights versus Sharks. Beak and Guru come out saying Kai Pierce-Paul is impressed so much in preseason. He's come back really well from the injury that he's going to start on the left edge, where it was rumored that Frizzell was. I know you're upset with that, Obi. What do you think of that?
Man, and look, hey, sometimes it takes a bigger man to stand up on the main stage here in the War Room and eat his words. But I did say in our first ever episode this year, I said, Ponga, not for me to start the year. And then he starts coming out and speaking absolute, just preaching, hey, I'm here for the Knights, I'm here for Origin. I see the size of his quadzillas in a photo. He's obviously got the old blonde hair. He's gone a little bit left field. But then I hear Tyson Frizzell's moving over the left side, and I was like, not see you later, Tedesco. He's obviously still in my team, which you'll see very soon. But I think Ponga's come in, so I'm a little bit devastated to hear that Frizzell's not on the left side because Ponga had turned into a have to for me.
Have to.
So, yeah.
Gilly, what's your nickname for Kai Pierce-Paul or whatever you call it?
The gospel, I reckon.
The gospel, Kai Pierce-Paul.
Because Paul
Pull
Pierce
it
is
out.
basketball lovers the truth, so he can be the gospel.
Pull out your books, pull out your Bibles, whatever you pray to.
Can I get an amen?
I pull out a nice tall book of Kai Pierce-Paul and I just read that because that is the truth right there. Next one, Roosters Eagles. A name pretty strong side for the Roosters. Tupanua named starting second row. For Obi, you on this one, does he come into your considerations if he wins it? Do you think that's where it's going to start round one?
Oh well, look, this is the hard thing about the Roosters' second rows because I think Radley locks in lock. Nice play on words there. You've got old the Gus Bus, fueled by mushrooms. We will see. Siwa Wong has had plenty of hype about him for years. But the thing about it is Satili is just an enigma. So explosive, so hard to tackle. He really, before he did his knee, it looked like he got some of those adolescent mistakes out of his game. So to have a full preseason and be able to come back after a couple of years, obviously that ACL and then a few other niggles, I could absolutely see him playing and locking down outside Sam Walker there. Everyone, and I think that's why Siwa Wong, he's still got to prove his time. Nat Butcher, obviously, as well, the one that I haven't talked about, who seemed like he
what was your question,
Jay?
Does it run through every Roosters forward?
I like it. The prodigy, Siwa Wong.
A bit of analysis. A bit of analysis.
For you, Gilly, and there's only 5 seconds left to answer this one, but Burbo named starting second roller. Schuster's on the bench. Schuster is coming back from injury, though. Do you think Burbo will get a spot?
Oh, he's got that last name.
He did come off that hat trick against the Rabbitohs under 4. So.
They were a good under 4 side, but
they did win the premiership.
I mean, if you're going on like what both of them have produced at NRL level, I think Burbo's been better than Schuster. Like he at least tries his hardest every game. So I think I'd give Burbo first round.
Bit rough on Schuster, but all right.
What do you reckon he puts in? You reckon he puts in every match?
I'm just saying he's put in some good performances. I think the hype against Schuster he hasn't lived up to, but
Burbo's had a bit of hype too.
Yeah, true. Okay, next one is Raiders Eels. Obi, Chevy Stewart named fullback, Savage on the wing in the trial. They did have a little photo shoot where Savage had the 5 on his back and Stewart the 1.
I did see that.
Surely Stewart's in the squad.
Well, hopefully for the Supercoach world, 204,300 center wing. We fucking need them. Give them to me. Hook them into my veins. Some bottom price cheapies starting, baby. I want to see it. So number 1 in my heart, number 1 picked in my team, Chevy Stewart, baby.
1-1-1. For you, Gil, same game. The 2 halves in that game are Weeks and Strange. Weeks named at 5'8", predicted to start there. Strange halfback. You reckon this could be a shootout for the 5'8" spot between these two?
I didn't know about Strange being a halfback at all, but I've had some strange weeks in my life, so I hope they both get in the
That
side.
is an understatement.
A whole lot.
There's some Broncos players at 3 p.m. in the Valley that can contest to that. That's some strange times then.
Right.
Oh boy.
I think they probably both get a spot. You reckon? I don't know.
To me personally, if whoever plays 5'8", I'm on. If the other
Yeah.
one gets center, I'm not on because Seb Chris is coming back in. I imagine they're straight out of the team when that happens. Rabbits Dragons for the Charity Shield. So first to you, Obi. Arrow is named on the edge. Duncan is named at the number 18. If that's how it's named round one, Arrow for about 450 at prop. Thoughts on that?
Probably not for me, nor for me, Gavin Haverford. I think I will pass on him. I really like a lot of those mid-range, and we'll go into it obviously in the team reveal, but I really like a lot of those mid-range second rows. And I think my front row forwards are just picking themselves at the moment.
Okay, interesting. Can't wait to see that. For you, Gil, quickly, Tom Eisenhuth named starting second rower. There's a lot that Dan Russell or that Egan fellow might get it. Raymond Fatal-Mara wasn't named in the squad. Thoughts on that? Do you reckon Raymond gets that spot? Do you reckon Eisenhuth can hold it? He's a centre wing duel.
That's a hard team to place players because you don't know what they're fucking going to pick. I'd like that centre dual player to get a run, but I think Fatal-Mara probably gets the spot. I don't know. The Dragons are one of those.
He's only
basket case.
370, I think, in second row. So
He called the union after a wrestling session, so I don't know if I'd want to put him in my team. He'd be sulking every week.
Raymond Fatal-Mara. That is great.
Call the union! Call the union!
Allegedly, because that is
allegedly so.
Warriors Tigers. Only one here for you, Obi. Metcalf and CHT both named in the halves. Same as the Raiders, boys. Is that a shootout for that vacant 5'8" spot?
I think so. I think that Metcalf was quite impressive when he come on last year. But if CHT hadn't gone on, and I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but he went on a missionary mission. Is that right?
No, did he get a year off?
We just have a year off doing
a year off to travel, man.
Hopefully his Kentucky went better than Jamal Idris's. Hit me up at the pub. You'll see me at the pad over for a Suncorp game if you want to hear the true story.
Hopefully when Angus Crichtons.
I think Metcalf gets it. Just give him some CHT some time to get back in.
Interesting enough, Metcalf was named halfback. CHT 5'8". Take that what you will.
Well, Johnson probably takes a halfback role and they move Metcalf back to 6, I reckon.
Yeah, I know, but you would think if Metcalf was a front runner, they'd probably just name him 6, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, 6, 7. Broncos, Cows, who cares? And then Dolph Titans. Dolphs versus the Titans. Avarillo named on the bench, not center. Nui is aimed on the left center spot with Bostock on the wing. Are they both just named for a shootout, you reckon, Gil?
You think so? Because
surely Avarillo gets it.
Yeah, well, I'm talking him up, and then he's put him on the bench, so maybe he must be carrying a little niggle or something. I don't want to give him a full game. But, yeah, Avarillo goes to centre, and, I mean, they talked up this Bostock. He's a totally different player to Nui, so I guess it is a bit of a shootout.
I know it was only a trial last week, but Nui looked real. If you didn't know, Nui looked really good last week. Was against some winning Manly or some shit, but he was down. And the last one, nothing to do with team.
I'm surprised Tessie doesn't get more of a run, really, because he's got the footy in him. He can do it.
He debuted at 18 as well, so he's still young. The Stepiano one, he has a clause in his contract saying he can leave Tigers if they miss the 2024 finals. Has said he won't do it. He's committed. But
work the clause then.
But with that in there, who knows how the season goes? If it doesn't go as good as he's feeling right now, who do you reckon might be looking to pick him up if they don't make finals this year, besides the Roosters? There's a good fit for him.
I think Sharks. Or did Sharks get Adam Fanua?
Yeah.
Next year.
Okay.
Well, maybe the Warriors are, yeah.
The Storm.
Storm a bit light on.
Good.
They
He looked
need
good
him.
up there.
Maybe Nelson will finally go to bloody Union.
No. All
Yeah.
right, that was your fast 10.
Not bad. Very quick, Jay.
Very fast 10.
Not bad at all. All right. Obviously, trial matches this weekend. And correct me if I'm wrong. Indigenous is on the following weekend. Is that right? That's that what we're looking at. You
This
muted
weekend,
yourself.
isn't it?
Indigenous?
Yeah, I think it's all on this weekend, the Indigenous and the thingy.
Oh,
I could be
ideal.
wrong.
Oh no, I
I-
was wrong. Let's have a
I
look.
could
Is
be
there
wrong. I'm
anyone?
just hoping for it.
Yeah, see, I thought this weekend, like, it could be fucking right there because
We've done our research.
yeah,
It's good to see Luis.
if Roosters,
Mm.
yeah, if Roosters do play, where are we? Friday, 7:10, 16th of February. Yeah, it is Friday night. It's
Oh,
happening, boys.
That's
So
cool.
obviously some big watches coming from that, the likes of like Latrell Mitchell. We'll get to see the Hammer run around there. Alofiana, Camp.
We get to see the first go with Hines and Trindle too. They're playing in the halves together, so that's not a bad look.
Not bad. Yeah, 100% right. 100% right. Always good to see Nico run around and just, Josh Curran in the second half. Adam Elliott. I know he's been a pretty popular preseason pick. Jesse Arthurs is playing fullback for the Maori or the Māori. No one really. Joey Tapine, Nakora, Jazz Tavanga, Xavier Willison is on the interchange bench there. Who do you guys back in for this one? Who are you feeling?
I'm going to go the Maldives, I think, just because Gagai's playing for him. Oh, we got Adam Elliott and the Indigenous, so no injuries. I'm just going for no injuries for my Knights players.
No, I think the Indigenous will win, mate. They got too much star power.
Nico, they got Nico, so.
Yeah, they got Nico, they got Latrell, they got a bunch of weapons, actually. I think maybe the forward pack has the edge on the Murray side, which helped them pass, but they don't got as big of hitters as they did in the last few years. So I think the Indigenous boys will be too much.
Nice. I think the Indigenous boys are going to get them this year.
I always like this game because you get to see some young blokes that haven't even played NRL before, and they get to these couple of blokes on the bench there that haven't heard too much about. So it's always good to see them have a run. Remember that year, Chris Gresmuel? Was it Chris Gresmuel scored like a double? No one had ever heard of him, and he was the gun player going in round one. I think he only lasts half a season, but.
Brian Kelly on the bench there as well. Oh, look at this. Bailey Biondo Odo.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Zachy Fulton in the 18th as well. And just before we do get in the team reveals, I do want to give the War Room league code. We'll just finalize, make sure Sag's happy with the prize before we announce it. Of course, we are giving away a jersey and the Supercoach ring for the winner of the Oberg Cup. Your chance to win yourself into the Oberg Cup for the Invitational. And last year we did $300 for the overall group. So it will be something like that. We might even be able to up it this year is what I'm feeling. But that league code is 341466. 341466. And Jay, I might take it over to you, mate. Do you want to run us through, or do we save the best for last? Do you want to run us through your team of what I'm sure are? Okay. There'll be a couple of Strasbourg Smokies in here, I reckon.
We didn't talk about this off air, but are we just going to do team by team, or are we just going to do position by position for each team?
Let's do position by position. I think that sounds good. And let's see the fullbacks for last. Let's start off at the hooker position, mate. Who are you rolling, and what do you like?
I'm going dual hooker strategy because I have to.
That's not bad.
Thank you. And my two hookers, I got Jacob Liddell. I've been talking him up in the preseason. He is from the Newcastle Knights. No, I'm joking. He's from Dragons. I think he's going to average around that 50 plus, and that's what I want there. I don't want to spend too much on a hooker. My backup is going to be Joey Luttick. Obviously, if he's named and Hands is on the bench, then I'll probably change to maybe a Brayley. But at this stage, I'm predicting Luttick to get the 80 minutes. He pretty much was stealing the job the end of last year, and he only rocked up the club with like 7 rounds to go. So if he's doing that with the full preseason, I expect him to get that spot and hopefully go up to somewhere around 500,000. Then I can sell.
Not bad. Of course, our good friends Rugby League Supercoach Pro join up using the code Oberg Cup. I do believe the code is for $10 off. If you're gonna pay gold, if you're going to invest as much time as we invest in a Supercoach, it is 100% worth it. And obviously, to jump on Rugby League Supercoach Pro or NRL Fantasy Pro, grab your Supercoach there, $20, mate. That is less than 2 pints worth.
Liddell, sorry, just before you go on, they've actually with that, Butters was telling me during the week, because a lot of people are used to using SC Stats, they've actually incorporated a lot of SC Stats stuff into Rugby League Fantasy Pro now. So you have the option to toggle and look at stuff like base attack, base power, things like that. So it's not like what you get now is the finished product. Butters is actually improving it as he gets suggestions from people like us. So yeah, jump on it. If you have any suggestions for Butters, hit him up, and I'm sure he'll get on to making it as good as it can be for everyone.
Mate, if he likes your suggestion, I'll even shout you an Uzo. So, look, they do not mind Jacob Liddell by the looks of this. So, not a bad one. And you've gone Joey Lussick with your other one.
The Golden Boy scores last year. What are you seeing this year?
Liddell.
Yeah. To finish the year last year, he went 38, 27, 26, 36, 46, 40, 47.
Yeah. What I'm saying is he's going to get an uptick in minutes based on what I'm looking at the team. From what my research was, Flanagan was always big on an 80-minute hooker or thereabouts. So if he's getting, I think if he gets 70 minutes, his average in the past based on, I think, 60 to 70 minutes plus is 10 points higher than what he's average priced on. If I can get that, that puts him up to 550, close to the 600 range. If I can do that, that puts me within striking range for a Harry or someone that I think I'm going to finish the year with. So he's there because I don't think he's going to score less than his price. And at some stage, I think he's going to go up enough that I can move him on to whoever I want to finish the year with.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Who you got, Gil? Who's starting?
My love affair with him last year. I've gone back to him, Jeremy Marshall King. I had Reece Robson, but I just like Marshall King. I think he's just got a bit of football about him. I know Butters doesn't rate him. He reckons he had a career year, but I know you can have a career year and also improve the following year. So I'm all on JMK, and then I've got Jaden Brayley holding the bench for me.
His base seems pretty consistent. 45 in 2022, 44.73 in 2023. Obviously, big tick up in attack last year, and just putting himself in that upper echelon there of players. Let's have a look at the player profile.
He looked good though. I'll give you that, Gil. You jumped on him early last year, so you obviously got a bit of a love.
I mean, I don't want to admit it, but I just didn't have enough money to get Grant, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get Marshall King. Boom, stroke of genius.
He looked really good last year. And if he gets the 80 minutes, which I'm not 100% sure he will, that's why I'm not as all over him. But if he gets that 80 minutes, I reckon he'll be a good pickup.
But I think a player like him, you don't want him to play 80 because that spark he has out of dummy half. You want him to be a little bit fresh, have a bit of a break, then come back on. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think the thing that's kind of, because I keep circling back around him just for the price, not being able to pay for Harry, Hero Harry, obviously bloody legend. Is how do they fit all of those other people on the bench? Like they've got a few, like they got Cody Nikorima. I don't know what Milford's doing, but he's around. Like, where do they fit these guys? You know what I mean? And is he going to lose minutes that way? It's probably my for JMK, but I like him. I think he'll go pretty well. But that is why I have.
Who's your backup, Booker?
Jaden Brayley. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear that. My bad.
I think if Brayley gets a starting spot, definitely Brayley. But I think if he comes off the bench, I will reevaluate.
Cool. Sorry.
Oh, good. I've gone Reece Robson. I just think that as he gets better, he should improve. Probably one of the big things, I think, he had almost exactly the same base as Harry Grant last year, which I liked. I think he's guaranteed to play big minutes. And what I'm hoping is, a young Cowboys pack just keeps on rolling on, gets him some, they've played a couple of years before. Continuity is sometimes a very, very overlooked and important stat in a football team. And these boys have been to get, that's it, continuity. And these boys have been together for a few years now. So excited to see that combination, with Drinky, with Dearden, and with some of those big forwards like your Nanas, like your Lukey's hitting up through the middle. So, no, quite like Robson. And for my backup, I've gone Joey Lussick there. Just a bit of a placeholder, really. I think you can go Joey Lussick, Hands, Jaden Brayley. And yes, it does look like a team full of Cowboys. I'm well aware.
Bit of a sneak peek for the old YouTubers and Facebook Live.
Oh, there you go. Join in.
Put a comment in. What do you think? Put a comment in. Whoop. What do we got?
I like it. Shane Foote here on the live Friday night. He is live Friday night on the live Facebook. He said Grant and JMK for him. He is starting out heavy in the hookers.
In other words, high-class hooker, eh?
Oh, I love those high-class hookers, baby. Who doesn't if you've got the money to spare?
Mate. The cheap ones do the same job, don't they?
Not bad. Jay, you want to take us to your plotters, your front rows, your meat and potatoes, if you will?
This has changed about 10 times in the last few days. So currently, Sam Hughes, 238,900. Liam Knight, 332,000. They've got two Bulldogs. I've got Keenan Palacia, I should say. I don't know where I put the M in there for. He's dual 365,000. And my last one, I've just put him in. I upgraded from Totola, and that is Jai Arrow, 466. From the trials, if he's playing 80 minutes in the second row or close to thereabouts, and I can put you at prop, sign me up. Done. He won't score under 50 if he's getting there, and that's what I want my prop to do. So they're my props.
Jai Arrow, Totola. I quite like Totola. Are you worried about going two Rabbitohs there?
No, you flicked Totola, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, I should have said. I flicked Totola and I put him up to Arrow because if Arrow's getting 80 minutes on the edge, I'd rather him. I am thinking of doing the two Rabbits. I'm just worried about it, but then again, they both play different positions. I think Totola will be the main prop. Arrow gets 80 minutes on the edge. I very well might start with that combination if it works.
Who else have you got? Sorry, just had to turn on the fan.
Palacia, Knight, Hughes, and Jai Arrow.
Okay. Yeah.
I think what scares me with Arrow is that discipline. Like, he just good for a suspension every year, but then Totola is good for an injury. So take your pick, really.
And I don't know, is the 80-minute Jai Arrow behind us? Is that a bit of 2020 State of Origin Jai Arrow sort of thing?
Well, he's only 28, 7 months, so he's still young enough. Also, he's been playing a bit of second row, a bit of lock, a bit of prop. If I put him in there and they're only playing him for like 60 minutes and it's 40 minutes on an edge, 20 minutes to the middle, then yeah, I'll probably move to someone else. But he's the most expensive of those options out of him and Totola, so I'd rather start with him and move to Totola rather than start with Totola and have to try and go up to him if I want to go the other way.
Yeah, not bad. And Liam Knight maybe just getting a run because of Danica Mason, or
would you not give her a run for sure?
Oh, hey, bloke can bat. Bloke can bat. I'm here for it,
well,
right?
one thing he can't do though is actually control Jai Arrow's dogs, because it was Liam Knight was looking after him when they started mauling everything.
No one can control those things, bro. They're fucking animals.
If the dogs are anything to go by, Jai Arrow is an aggressive man.
Hey, as long as he can control, Danica's puppies, and he's going all right.
Is that Jerry the
Gilly, front row forwards.
I've gone Hughes as well, and Xavier Willison at the moment, and on my starting fucking bookends are Ruben Cotter and Totola.
Oh, likes it Totola.
Yeah, I don't mind Totola.
Mm.
But yeah, I think if Willison, I don't know, he's just a big fucking lump of a lad. Surely
Is
gets
he
a
just
few
a
more minutes.
placeholder?
I think so at the moment, but I think that he's playing in this Indigenous game on the weekend, isn't he?
He is
Yeah.
coming off the bench, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon if he can rip and tear, then I don't know. I think he could pick up some
Look
minutes.
at young Sam Hughes. He looks like a fucking strapping young buck, responsible,
And they
forward.
and they love a young fella. Like Jake Preston last year was a fucking beast. Hopefully Sam Hughes can be the same this year for the Dogs.
Yeah, I think him being named to start in the trials, they're just rewarding him for a big preseason. They might name Liam Knight to start there, but for 238, if Ryan Sutton out for as long as he is, a lack of forwards there, I just think you can't not have him. Worst case too, he plods on your bench, which everyone's going to have some sort of plodder there anyway.
Hard to go past.
Looking at yours, Ovi, the freaking
Man, I love the cows. I just keep circling back to them. But I have my man Ruben Cotter just to hold down, and could be one of those players that's just in my team all year. Obviously, the captain, you want him on the field as much as possible. We know he's got that huge motor. I think he left a lot out on the field last year, a lot of super coach points, and he's here to reclaim them back and take some more this year. So very happy with Cotter. Just happy to pop him in there. And also the next man, big Taumalolo. Now, you know I like to go against the haters, the doubters, if you will. Once a star, always a threat. I'll take that out of your book of quotes, Strasbourg. But I just see, they say he's slimmed down. He's been training the house down. And the coach comes out and says, if players training the house down, you know that fucking gets me.
I don't say that very often. So when he comes out,
it gets me going. And I just think, look, he's looked to start lock while the other big 10s and 8s fucking get their fitness, get their Ks in the legs. Lolo will just be out there potting you out 250 to 300 meters a game at the back, 60 minutes, and then I can either move him back or I can flick him on after he's made a little bit of cash. Because if we had a time machine and we could go back a couple of years and you told me Jason Taumalolo was going to cost you the small price of 439,000, I say, mate, you're nuts. Are you kidding me? And that is just a value that I can't turn down in my front row forwards. Much like you, Jay, Liam Knight gets a debut with my team after his, I think, normally you talk about it in halves, and you really want to have the eyesight, right? To be able to see the field, to play the game, to make the right choices. And that's what I'm seeing from Liam Knight this preseason. That's what the clandestine agents are telling me here in the war room, that he's seeing the field, he's playing the game, and he's taking the right options. He's hitting the right gaps, if you will. And obviously young Samuel Hughes is going well. Any questions on my front row forwards there, lads?
Have you listened to any of the Toby Rudolph and Liam Knight podcasts?
No,
it's actually not a bad listen. Like they're not the most intelligent guys ever, which makes it quite funny.
Oh,
Toby Rudolph just seems like a good bloke.
It's not a bad listen at all.
I like the cut of his.
We got a Facebook live alert. Shane Foot,
the big foot.
BT.
Yeah, I think it's French. It's Foote.
Foote.
Loves his NRL.
Yeah, I'm quite sure he's Kiwi.
No, it's Fute. It's French. Lolo didn't lose the seed for no reason. Won't see minutes. Gross. Ooh.
Mate,
having a big stinky shit over your pick there, Oz. What do you got to say about that?
Oh, that's all right,
he also
bro.
loves the good as well.
Good luck getting another nuke in your team after you spent your whole salary cap in hookers. So, good luck. Just glad you're in the Oberg Cup this year, mate. Easy beat.
The nukes are flying. Take cover.
I do have the sound effect if you want it. All right, you want to run us through your second row forwards, Strasbourg? No.
Yeah, brother. Yet again, this has changed plenty of times for my team over the last 24 hours. As it stands, Sean Lane hasn't left my squad since we started making teams.
Up to
part of the Sean club, Sean Bloor.
Is that the first Stormer?
That's Storm.
So I have to go back to
see. Maybe the early
here. One stormer.
Tick.
One stormer. Tick.
Tick. Sean Bloor, if he's getting that second row spot, hard to leave him out. Look, his numbers don't stack up for me, but the way they talk about him, that could change to one of the Rooster boys. It's really that spot has changed plenty of times for me. It could go to Lukey if Lucy leaves. Plenty of stuff going on with that spot. So I've got Lane, Bloor, Brendan Piacora. I think he's going to be pretty popular taking that Bronx spot. And then on the bench, I got Karane. I've got him in my squad. Karane, Pierce Paul, and his friends Hetherington. Hetherington is based on Sag's mail that he's going to become the lock at some stage. Probably not going to start with him, but he's in my squad at the moment as well. So it's Lane, Bloor, Piacora, Karane, Pierce Paul, and Hetherington. They're my second rows.
Not bad. Got a couple of nights there. Gilly's
I got one.
Couple guy.
Yeah, Pierce Paul and Hetherington. Oh, you're talking about? Are you talking about Kobe Hetherington?
Yeah, Kobe, because Sag said that he's going to be.
I thought you were talking about the.
I don't know if you listened to that episode when I brought up Kobe Hetherington. I almost laughed out of the fucking show, mate.
Yeah, but Sag has inside mail. He gave us that good.
Who do you think I got my mail from?
He gave us that good Bronx mail last year that they all went on the same page and not going to have a shit season.
Yeah, he's got good mail. Good mail.
I trust it.
Who's yours, Obes? You go.
Mine, no problem, mate. So look, can I just state this is going to be one of my schmuckies, if you will. And that was before the Luciano Lalea came out. I do need to reduce some fucking Cowboys in my team. I'm happy to go on at the. I seem like I am a Cowboys fan. Yeah, I got heaps of them, dude. I had Dearden in earlier today as well. But again, the fucking mail that I'm getting out of Townsville is that helium balloon is absolutely turning the house down again. Hello, he's just sucking it up, sucking in the big ones. But quite impressed me last year. He come back, obviously raps on the kid as well. If I didn't have Lukey in here, I might have gone a left fielder with Liam Martin, because again, just a bloke plagued with injuries last year, running off Cleary. There's something a little bit about him at 596. But I've gone for the mid-ranger Lukey, which obviously lets me let in one of my boys, one of the old stalwarts of my team, old Billy Kicks. Been a big Billy Kick fan for, and that of course is Viliami Kikau. The big huff-to here in the war room and in the Supercoach community is the Twin Towers, Sean Lane. Now, fueled on mushrooms, we will see big Gus Bus in there, because once a star, always a threat. I'm hoping he's training the house down. Now, apparently there's a tackle bot coming from the foot of the mountains down there, out of Parliament House. Smithy, rumored to be starting lock here at Canberra. 345. I don't mind the value. And just a placeholder.
Canberra do love a tackling lock, like Alan Tongue, fucking Sean Fenson. They just love a 13 that's just going to tackle all day.
They just got so many forwards, though. Like, when I went through it, I just couldn't put it in.
Yeah, but they were disappointing last year, so I think not all those forwards are going to be there. Smitty's getting me in. I reckon Smitty's, Smithy's
in, and then Egan, just because you need a cheapie in there just around.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of Egan too.
Little placeholder maybe, but there. The thing about I really like all these mid rangers. They're super interchangeable because you got your Bo Firmers, any of those Rooster players that you can pop in there. There's a couple of really, really good options in between 400 and 500. So I'd say Sean Lane is locked in for me. Lukey's almost a lock if I end up dropping low, but I think I'll keep him. And then Billy Kicks and Angus are the ones on the outside. But yeah, that's my second rowers.
What do you got, Gil?
Jay, no Fafita, hey?
David?
Yeah.
No,
Jojo.
No, I thought you were talking about Viliami. Fafita, Dragons, he could make my squad. No, not at the moment. Just because they're now rumoring he might be out to round 3. I wasn't going to start with him anyway because they had to buy in round 2.
Yep.
So then it gives me at least gives me a round to see him if he was going to be any good. But I like him. I like him a lot. And who knows, just for nostalgia, I might just throw him in my team. just because, with the look of your guys' teams, it's not going to be hard to beat you this year, so I might as well just do whatever I want to start with, just throw anyone in.
Yes, play 12.
Who do you got, Gil?
Till Lolo
I'm-
just starts popping out 70. He's back.
maybe 70 minutes. That's about it. I've gone with also Sean Lane, Britton Niokora I've run with,
Ooh.
and Bo Fermor are my 3 starters, and then I've got Smithies, Pierce Paul, and Egan on the bench. So
Ooh,
I'm not starting with Hines. So I'm like, if Hines is going well, then Nicora's going
Whoa! Spoiler
So-
alert.
well. So I'm going to go Nicora.
All right.
And,
mind you.
and yeah, Bo Fermor, I know he looked really good. Well, obviously last year he was out the whole year, but the year before that he started to hit his strides. And
Coming off the ACL doesn't scare you?
well, he had a whole year, and he did it preseason, so it's not like he's did it mid-year. He's had a really big recovery.
It's not like he's fresh. He's not like he's fresh back.
Mm.
I quite like that Nakora pick. I don't have room for him myself, but I'm not angry at you for it.
Yeah. And I had Mitch Barnett there, but then I thought, no, Nicora's got more ceiling than Barnett.
All right, on the halfbacks.
Halfbacks.
HBs.
Well, I'll start since
Alright.
I give away. Give
Yeah,
away
you
my
go. Well, who are you
Well,
going
I've
to go
gone-
on?
I've gone Nathan the Chin Cleary after being at the grand final last year. I just can't not have him in the team, and he's
I
running
guess
with
he's
big
okay.
Shawnee O'Sullivan as my reserve halfback.
Oh, some people have been drinking the Butters Kool-Aid.
Can't have you drinking the fucking margarine, bruh.
Oh, you just taking the whole lot in. He's lathering up that toast in the morning. Ovi,
No,
I think
I don't
you've
mind
been,
that.
I think you've been lathering up your toast as well with a bit of Butters Kool-Aid. You've,
Yeah, very
followed him in.
undecided. Very undecided. You know, I like to start every year with Sam Walker, and this, of course, will be Sam Walker's breakout season. That I can assure you. But you really so you've got Cleary. I think he's got a bye in round 4, Hines in round 6. It would be nice to get a little bit of a transition to Cleary afterwards, so then he can cover your Hines while Hines is on the bye. Now, you want someone with a little bit of value, and that steers me away from people like Kyle Flanagan. Steers me away from some of the cheapies that are there, because you want to have it, and then you're looking at someone, all right, who actually probably will make a little bit of cash, who will have a couple of price upgrades. And I don't know, yeah, Butters Kool-Aid, but like the bloke makes a few points. Looking at the draw, looking at a stronger Dolphins team, who kicks goals for the Dolphins? Oh yeah, dogged. But I didn't mind it. Maybe just a little bit of a price holder, because he is, a good 170k cheaper than Sam Walker. I'm not looking at a Moses or anyone like that. And before I did make this team, I actually had both Cleary and Hines in there. It's just that bye that's scaring me a little bit off Cleary. And I do believe he's got 2 quite hard games to start the year.
But this is a big reason why people do like Fantasy Pro, because Butters will give you reasonings why he likes O'Sullivan. I'm assuming, I haven't actually looked at it myself, but he actually has more gems and nuggets like that on the page for just people to think if you're going outside the box. I believe some of the reasons for it is that Dolphins team in general has a lot more strike this year. So last year, they obviously had Isako doing his thing, but Hammer was their main strike weapon, flip it out the back. If you're going to give Avarillo and freaking Herbie Farnworth on those edges as well, there's just so many weapons out there for O'Sullivan to use now. So naturally, he should get more attacking, points or creative points on the back of it. So
yeah,
I think that's where the Kool-Aid's come from.
Bro, I've also been looking at this fucking stupid Supercoach thing has been stuck on 2023. Cleary doesn't have a bye until round 6. He does, however, play Melbourne, Parramatta, Broncos, Roosters, and then Manly. So
cometh the hour, cometh the man, Nathan Cleary.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but that changes my train of thinking.
You guys do what you want. I'm going Hines, Cleary, combo, Sears in the finals. Probably not, because you guys are going random shit.
Well, you'll be out of
that's my
money by
combo.
round 3.
Yeah, I'm putting money after this.
You'll be owing Tom Sanks the money.
Not going to lie, I did cleverly consider a Burton Brooks downgrade from Cleary. Rough times out there, but yeah. Hines and
Caesar
Cleary,
almost coming in as well.
Caesar is not coming in. If you go Caesar, you are a sleazer. That's what they say on the streets. So you don't want to be that. No, don't be that, guys. Go home. Fucking go to church. So I got Hines Cleary. Don't be dummies. Get it in. It's the two best players in the game, Supercoach wise. My 5'8", moving on, guys. I controversially have Luke Brooks in. I'm tossing up between him, Burton, Dearden. I don't know who I'm going to go. I'll change it every day. So one of them three at the moment. Brooks is the cheapest. I've got him in there at the moment. Just think he's got to go.
Bro, extra 30K, you get Tommy Deers. I much like that. Although I don't mind Brooksy. I don't think he's going to go.
I only got 27K left in the kitty at the moment, but that's for another day. And my backup spot is Jaden the Gamble Campbell. I would love him so much more. I might even go a shitter player if he was fully fit. Because he's coming off the injury from last year, it does scare me a bit. But he's just too much value not to go a fullback at 5'8" with that potential. Sign me up. What do you got, Gil? Hit me.
5'8". I've really saved me pennies here. This is my Aldi combination. I've gone Kyle Flanagan and KO Weeks.
Oh my gosh,
mate! If his name's Kyle, pick him. It's a great name. And KO Weeks, I don't know.
Do they call you Courageous Kyle? Because that is a courageous pick by the man himself.
The 5'8". There's not that much point difference between the best and the worst in the 5'8" this year. So
please, what's your hopes for not Caesar, Kyle Flanagan?
Kyle Flanagan, goal kicking.
To kick goals.
Well, there's another halfback or half getting around at his dad, like his dad's his coach, and he's not too bad. So I thought, going by that, I'm going to run with Kyle Flanagan. And I seen him at the coast the other year and threw a dummy at him, and he didn't flinch. So I will go with that.
Oh, that changes my thinking. If he's getting a gill done and not flinching,
I normally sell him very well, but he didn't fall for it.
Damn. What do you got, Hopes?
Yeah, look, not 100% decided on this. I just kind of threw Dill Brown in. He was there early on. I have had Dearden for quite a while, and then I was just looking at how many Cowboys I had before we come on. So I made a little bit of a late switch. But I do have Dill Brown. One of those players won't let you down. The base stats are always there. Eels don't have the easiest start, but expecting them to still be a reasonable team this year and get right out there. And then young KO Weeks, just because you've got to make room for these cheapies, and you've got to make room where they lie. So that's sort of my feeling. Look, Dill Brown, the Eels, they don't have a bye for quite a while. I do believe. I'll just make sure I'm looking at that right.
I think it's around like 11 or something.
13, but 13 here. So they don't have a bye for a while. As long as he doesn't get injured, he's going to stick there. You're always going to get 50, 60 off Dill bags. And then, that's going to give Weeks some time to grow. Although, as I said, I do really like the look of Dearden, but I'm pretty high on the Cowboys, as you can tell from my team this year. And I'll move into the comments.
Couple of comments there, see.
Okay, go. What do you got, Gil?
Couple of comments.
The Bigfoot reckons got to go Hines Cleary or be left in the dust. So far, Footy's put about $4.5 million into his two hookers and his two halfbacks. But load up. And Jason Phillips, he said, with all your mids in the second row, if Fifi kills it in his first game, how are you going to get him in without tearing your team apart? Your teams. What if he doesn't kill it? Well, we're fucking geniuses. So.
Well, Billy Army Fafita is only like $200,000, so I'll be able to slip him in quite easily. Other than that, we'll also be sitting there on the bye, having $800,000 left in my team to figure it out for another week. So I won't be too upset if Fifi does come out and kill it round one, but I will be trying to get him in, and I will be ripping my team apart.
The thing is, you can't have them all, right? You can't have them all. Obviously, Cleary's probably going to go.
Oh, by the end of the year, I normally have them all.
Ash Ketchum was what do you call that difference of the rule? Because he is obviously Pokemon.
He was the anomaly.
All right, I'll kick us off set of wings. I've got the Hammer in there. I just think a fullback really established himself as a superstar last year. The fact that you can get him in his wings as a fullback in there, so electric, and I just think that a lot of the attack that the Dolphins score, I am expecting them to be better. It is going to come through the hammer. Really impressed me last year. Laughed people out of the room when they said they were choosing the hammer to start the season. I think, coming into Origin bye period, I had him. Loved him. You sold me on Dylan Lucas, even though, what are we calling him? The gospel, Kai Pierce-Paul. So he might take him. He'll be dropped from this spot. And I might have to slip in a little bit of Bondi Joe action into there, Swally, if Dylan Lucas doesn't get it. But if he is a 60, 70 minute second row and I can get him in my center wings for just that meat and potatoes, always important to start the year as we let these cheapies fatten up at the teat. Taylor May, there are points to score for the Panthers. Just at that price point, I think he's too good to pass up. Obviously, Drew Clutchinson makes it run on.
Someone came over my house after golf on Sunday. And
yeah, they're on the Clutchinson train. Man, now all 6'4" of him. He's going to be a big target out there on the wing. Joey Bostock. I'm not sure what his first name is, but we'll work on it. I will learn it if he's good, or I will never learn it, and he'll be dead to me. So, at this early stage, Jacko Bostock. All right,
Jacko Bostock.
Jacko Bostock. The strange one, Ethan, is obviously there. And just holding a spot for a cheapy old Iro who may get a center wing spot, a center spot at the Sharks. We will see. Yeah.
What do you got, Gilbo?
What do I got? I've got the same as Obi. I've got May, the Hammer, and Clutchinson. So I shouldn't have shown you my team on Sunday because he's just got
people being
I agree with Clutchinson. That's it.
I've also got left side, strong side, Bradman Best. Sione Katoa, I'm just backing off that Sharks hot start. So Katoa, I feel like he can jag a few tries. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think I'm going to run it. Taylor May got, Hutchinson got Hammer, Strange, and Chevy Stewart.
What's first of all, love it. Second of all, what price is Katoa?
$4.93, so not like super cheap, but I feel like he can score a try, he can find the line.
Yeah, he's a mid-ranger. They're going to go up. Don't mind it. I do like the Bradman Best shout. That must be a bit of
I had Marzu, but then I don't know. He's just very expensive, even though he's a gun. But
if you can still afford Marzu, get it.
Oh, mate, imagine that. Imagine how I should just have the left side. Ponga, Pierce-Paul, Best, Marzu. Don't need anyone else.
And don't put that at halfback in. He's just not going to get many points. Jacko, leave him out. Center wings for myself. Actually, I think it was Saturday night. I had a bit of cookie power. I went to make a new team. Passed out. Cookie power. Yeah, you know. And I woke up next morning and I had one player in my team. So he's anchoring my squad. That is Jacob Shiraz. So he's just going to be my base anchor.
Fine wine, you reckon?
The finest. And you know I love my wine. If you do not want him in your team, do not listen to Brian Sini, the NRL physio. Do not listen to his Magic Spun podcast because you listen to that and you think Kraz is going to be the top scorer and center of the year. So he sold me and I'm all in. Taylor May, Bostock, and Corey Oates are my other ones in my starting at the moment. Oates is a big gamble. I can go to a couple of different ones from him. I just think that he scored no tries last year and he based a 45 this average with tries that should go up. And on my bench, I've got Ben Trebojevic, pretty much a base holder. Chevy Stewart, because I think he's won that spot now. And I've got Tom Eisenhuth, who confirmed today he's playing second row for Dragons in the trial. If he gets named that round one, second row, I am all in. So that rounds out my center wings. Karaz, May, Oates, Bostock, and then Eisenhuth, Ben Trebojevic, and Stewart on the bench.
Wonderful. I might jump in here because Adam Sargent, if 30 years is old, is what's the words here? He said Zimmer frame old. Then, bro, we are witnessing messages from the other side live here in the war room. So I don't know how old you are, but if 30's old, mate, then you must be fucking dead. You're old as dirt compared to this. And Teddy is just entering his prime. He has been
Mate, he's
training
twice the age of Sarge's girlfriend, so that's old.
training with the king of cadence. Everyone reckons he's lost his speed. That will be back. He is slimmed down. And you are talking about the skip of the nation, the skip of a state, and the skip of the greatest rugby league franchise in the world, the Sydney Roosters. There, so yes, run on squad, and at the moment, vice captain James Tedesco. Also followed by who I'm considering a bit of a have to, especially if Frizz is on the left side, baby. That's KP.
Shit. Give it your fullback, Sobes.
That's him.
He's just
Oh, sorry.
Teddy and KP. No?
I have to apologise because after Gilly said about Sarge's girlfriend, personal Sarge, get a new girlfriend, mate. Like that's just wrong. We don't. We're not.
Mr. Sarge, if you're watching this, we're a big fan.
Yeah. And go to bed.
Miss,
Not
we
the
miss
morning, so-
EOS, bro. Yeah.
that was great. Sorry, no, that blew me for six. That was great. My fullbacks, I've gone Scott Drinkwater.
Nice.
Cowboys, yeah, I'm doing it.
I like that.
Just doing it. They don't got to buy for a while. They got a pretty good draw. I wasn't on him last year, and I want to be. I love him as a player, ex-Storm player, so I'm all over him. He's a bit of a pod as well. And I've downgraded. I've had Ponga in the whole preseason. I did have Ponga Turbo in the whole preseason. I did move it to Ponga Drinkwater recently, and then Drinkwater Turbo. I'm now at Drinkwater Puppy Baby, number 2 Storm player in there.
Oh no.
Second.
Literally just one trial, he gets to prove it, and I'm just going to back him that he's going to prove it to me. So he's going to come out in this trial. However he plays good against the B team Bulldogs, then I'm bringing him, and he stayed in. So 645, 600. He's at his best, pretty much 180 average player. So that's 3 times the amount he's going to make. I'd say get him in from the start. Will not be disappointed. Honestly, though, if he's not kicking, I probably won't start with him. But if he's kicking on the weekend and he's looking fresh, I have no reason not to start with him. The NRL physio says that he should be right to go performance-wise from the leg, because a lot of athletes have come back in this time frame. He just doesn't know about the knee still, how that's still recovered from everything he's gone through. So if he looks like the old Ryan Pappenhausen, I'm all in.
All in a puppy.
What do you got, Gil?
First off, Sarge, mate, Dylan Edwards will never be captain of Australia. Fucking Malman, the great Mal Meninga is living and breathing there. Look, can I just confirm, Sean Charles is in the Oberg Cups already, I do believe. Is that right?
I don't think so. Well, if he is, I'm not sure what for.
No, he got in 1 week when he was talking it up. Probably
Yeah, I believe he is.
Okay.
In. Sean Charles, reach out if you're not in, because I'd like to officially live welcome Christian Pigot or Pigot, as I do only have 2, surprisingly, and Jay has 2 Storms. So welcome to the Oberg Cup, mate.
Piggy Riddell.
Here live. Sorry, and Gil, give us your fullbacks.
I said it. I think I said it first episode. Ponga and Trell Mitt. I'm stuck strong with that.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind Trell Mitt the more and more I watch stuff.
I mean,
Rabbitohs
by round nine last year, he had 3 scores over 100. So, mate, he's a fast starter.
And by round 27, he had 3 scores over 100. So,
no. We're talking about starting,
finisher.
Stats can tell you anything. No, and I'm going to Vegas, so I'm like, I want to see a player in my team playing out there. So, Trell Mitt, babe.
That is true. Gilly is going to Vegas, so send him some challenges. Him and Sag, they will be in Vegas. So send them some challenges, some things that we want them doing while they're over there. Of course, we'll get some interviews, and I do believe it is confirmed we're going to do the War Room live from Vegas. Is that right, Gil?
Well, yeah. If we can get the time difference right, we'll definitely be fucking having.
Don't be silly, Gilly. Just do it.
Oh, I'll
Don't
do
be-
it. I'll do a one-man show. All good.
Let's go.
I'm an early.
Um,
I'll be up.
and me and
I want
Saggy's
you-
Vegas cash comp. 5 spots left. If anyone's still interested, 250 schmackos.
Oh, the high
By
roller.
yourself and the high rollers. So we got to fund Sags trip to Vegas. I mean, yeah, no.
5 spots left, 250. Have you figured out who? So is it winner takes all? Or are you doing first, second, and overall?
We're going to put it to a vote once we fill the league. We'll put it to a vote. At the moment, everyone I've asked has said I don't mind, so we'll see.
That's not bad. Everyone gets to pick.
I might
once you get
decide. I
in
might
there.
decide later in the year. Like if I'm in the top
5
three,
grand
we'll do
prize money. $5 prize money isn't too bad. Isn't too bad there. For all the war rumors, thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook Live, and of course YouTube Live. If you like your YouTube, head along to NRL Supercoach War Room. You have just seen the team reveal. Obviously, full disclosure, lots to happen, lots to change. Because we are just getting into trials this weekend. Indigenous All Stars rolling us all the way to the preseason challenge and Team List Tuesday. Two of which this year, which is exciting.
And if you want to see Saggy's team, just go have a look in your bin because it is trash.
It is trash.
Okay. We couldn't even put it in the recycling, mate.
Oh,
it is
no,
just
it's no,
general waste.
Cynical.
And of course, grab your Supercoach app out now. Grab it out, open it up.
Yeah, grab it out. Grab it
Jump
out of
in
your
the
phone library.
leagues. And there's a little league number here. I will give you 341466. That's 341466. The War Room Elite. Prizes and money to be had. Congratulations to Christian. And I've been told how this is how I pronounce it. A Pigo. And he is Pigo.
Sounds like a couple of the girls you picked up before, Obi. Pigo.
Oh, mate, just open the barn doors in the morning and let them out into the barn. So, hold on, I'm pretty sure I've got a sound effect from one this weekend. Big heifer. Now, tell you what, you want some milk for your morning Nutri-Grain udders, babies. That's butters, not udders. Make that too. Now we'll get to a couple of questions. Jay, I'll throw this on to you. Jared Oliver asks, what's your left field prediction for the year?
Good question. Are we talking Supercoach here, or you want me to just go NRL wise? What are we thinking?
Go NRL wise.
All right. Top try scorer will be Will Warbrick. Boom.
Nice.
Boom. Weapon. I actually think he's in for a good year. Considered starting with him. I think he come on heaps the end of last year, so I reckon watch out for Will Warbrick's going to explode.
I think it was Sam John's team I was looking at, and he's got Warbrick in there, and I was like,
Smartest man I know, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Gil, got a left field prediction for us, mate?
I reckon no sin bins in the first 3 rounds.
Ooh, not bad.
That is left field.
But I think by the end of the year they'll be binning fucking everyone again.
My bold prediction is after round 6, Tigers will be in the top 8.
How many buys have they got?
3. Not bad. Well, obviously, it's been a good episode, guys. Team reveal. We don't have all night, but I don't know. We could put this on repeat. Maybe we do have all night. Of course, we'll be back later in the week. Sag might be jumping on to do his team reveal. We'll be back next week to break down the Indigenous
team
trial matches. To all the War Roomers out there, thank you for joining us here in the War Room. And of course, until next
week we've got Blink 182, so we'll have to change the night.
Yeah.
Probably Tuesday next week.
Probably, maybe even Monday.
No, see you next week.
See you later, War Roomers. Big grand. Fuck, I tell you what a way to go out.